That was cool. Hey, my name is Nicole Fiore, and I roller skate. You know the old school roller skates, 2 in front, 2 in back? Yeah, those ones. I'm gonna be teaching you how to roll and entertaining you along the way. Come roll with me. Hello. Today we are going to talk about how to spin or rotate while rolling. A lot of skaters on the internet are doing these takes where they're rolling and then spinning and then continuing rolling. I've been sent a few different videos. The main ones have been Neon Keon, love her videos, and again, Rosemary Retro. This is interesting because this isn't even something that I've thought through. It's just kind of something that happens. Once you know how to roll and how to spin, why not do them both at the same time? So it's very interesting to think through it to me. Basically what I've broken it down to is you need to have an entrance and an exit. So you have to know going into the rotation where your feet are going to be when you come out of it. So kind of like with last week, how I talked through the different edges. I wanted to do this in the room instead of outside because a lot of people also have been telling me that they don't have the room to skate inside. This room is not big at all, and I have to set my camera back in the doorway. So the front legs of my tripod are in this room, but then the back leg is not in this room. So anyway, that's just to tell you guys how much room I do/don't have. You don't need a ton of room. I also conduct my choreography classes in this room, and most of my movements just go from about here to maybe about here. So this is about the only space you need. To me, that's about a yoga mat or yourself lying down. I am very short, so I don't need much space because even when I kick, my legs are not super long. So I typically don't kick anything. Sometimes I do kick my wall, so sorry, Taylor. So to spin, obviously, go back to my spinning tutorials. If you are not sure how to spin, you can spin really tight, like your feet literally very tight, close together, or you can do more of a spread eagle spin around. But when you are skating outside, you have to find that center of balance all the time, but especially outside. So if you're, say, skating backward and then you want to spin and then continue, you can think of it two ways. You can think of it as a transition or as a spin. So if you want to think of it as a transition, you can pick the feet up and rotate like that. These transitions are like heel to heel transitions, kind of. So if I'm skating backward and I step forward, I need to make sure that my weight is going to be centered when I step forward. So I don't really leave anything behind. I rotate the shoulder and plant my weight this way onto that left skate so that my right leg can follow. So basically, that I feel like that's just scientific, but if you're traveling, you need to be able to transfer your weight so that your center is where it should be when you turn. You don't leave it behind. So kind of the same thing with rotating in a spin. You want to make sure whatever direction you're spinning, so I am comfortable spinning to my left, so I turn my left shoulder and my head as well. My right side follows. So if I'm skating backward and I'm going to spin, I want to focus on this left side, but then in order to stop the rotation, you have to check. So to check, I have to stop my rotation and make my body typically square off. So in order to do that, you can think through your left. This is gonna get a little complicated. You're gonna think through either your left stopping or your right hitting a point. So you're stopping. I tighten my back and my abs in order to check. So if I'm skating backward and I rotate, I have to check right here so that I stop, or else I will just keep spinning. So if I want to spin a few times, same thing, I have to check. I think it's easiest kind of to tie in with last week so that if you're edging, spin, you come out on an edge. you wanna know where your feet are going to be, because if you're doing this and then you stop your momentum and your feet aren't where they can roll, you're on wheels. Your wheels can't skate sideways unless you're on an edge. So you wanna make sure your feet are traveling the direction you need them to be, unless you stop them halfway and cut a really deep edge. So the actual spin, if you are going to spin, you can do this going super fast as long as you are paying attention to your edges. So if I'm flying down a hill and then I want to spin, probably not the smartest decision. I would probably slow down first and then spin. But so let me try to go really fast. Wow, she's literally not afraid of these anymore. Hi. Yes. Hi. Okay, so even if I'm going forward and then I spin, I am on my inside edges when I'm spinning. So it's basically the spin, whoa, I don't know why that made me so dizzy. It's basically the spin tutorial doing this. It's like scissors or bubbles as well. So you're doing two inside edges. So if I'm skating forward and then I do this, I'm bending and then doing both inside edges and then tapering off the pressure that I'm sending in with my inner thighs to make my skates go straight. So let's say I'm literally rolling straight. I spin, roll straight. Your speed will decrease a little bit when you come out of the spin. So a lot of times it's smart to either do a cross pull or a push off. An example of getting speed out of a spin, a video I posted this week, I will link it right here. This I stop, so my husband Taylor is filming this on an iPhone. He's on feet, he's not on skates or a skateboard or anything. And he's walking backward with the camera. So I know his pace. We film together a lot, so I know where he's going to be typically, and he knows where I'm going to be. But I'm just skating forward kind of slowly, and then when I spin, I put my left toe stop down, and then come out of the spin, I actually push off. Like this motion gets me speed. So you want to have a plan to get speed out of your spin. You don't want to work super hard. Kevin. Yeah, you want to have a plan of action to get power. So for me, if I'm spinning backward, typically I would spin off of my right outer back edge. I would kind of do a transition forward and then bend, do both inside edges, make sure my feet don't get too close together, and then go out on a right outside edge. So I would mimic how I get into it so that it's one continuous thing. When you do spin or transition, make sure you're not looking down too much because you will go toward the ground if you are looking down. Also make sure that your abs and your back are tight and your posture is good. You want your head to maintain your rotation. So like I said with checking, you want it to turn until you have to check and stop. Then you want to look in the direction that you need your shoulders to stop. This is totally doable for a lot of people. You just have to keep trying it. And if you feel awkward or you feel you look awkward, don't even worry about it. Just keep doing it. I think it helps so much to film yourself. I know from myself even just having to edit myself. I don't have an editor. I edit everything. So to watch myself back hours a week, it makes me better because I can see little things that I want to change. And like in my choreography classes, I have to edit my choreography videos that go out after class. So I re-examine my choreography and figure out things that I like and I don't like. Then I can help other people. Because if I don't like something I did, then in class I can kind of tell them what I didn't like that I did. So maybe they could fix their own stuff. Yeah, we're all learning here. And it's totally okay if you're a complete beginner. Please continue to send me these things because I love breaking down things that people are coming up with and taking my own experience and my own knowledge from artistic skating and explaining things in further detail. Because my background, like this video, for instance, it was so funny because we were choreographing and my student Ashley was like, can we do this funny version of the WAP challenge? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, we can do that. And so a lot of these moves are artistic skating. Like this would be a choreo sequence in someone's program, basically, which we joked on the internet and said it was her new choreo sequence, but it's not. But all of this stuff, like it takes years of training to master it. And honestly, I've had years of training and I still haven't mastered it, in my opinion. So we're all kind of new to this, and skating outside, a lot of us have not skated outside much. So everything's a little different outside. Be easy on yourself. Try to be easy, be nice to yourself. It's not going to happen immediately. Everything takes practice, everything takes time and patience. So yeah, be nice to yourself and be nice to others around you and other people you're seeing on the internet, because this is all fun. Like it's not supposed to be a chore to learn how to skate. Of course it's difficult. You're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna cry. It's all part of it, but these things are magical. Like the fact that I can bring joy to people and all of this by me skating and me having fun. Come on, there's nothing better. Yeah, all right. Have fun out there. Please send me more stuff that you want me to break down. I absolutely love doing these. It is very fun to me. All right, bye-bye. Well, that was fun. It'd be real tight if you liked this video, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Okay, bye. Wow, spinning is fun.